Start Hey, sister, what have you done? Hey, sister, who's the only one? I've been away for so long, so long. I've been away for so long, so long. I let you go for so long. It's a nice day to start again. Come on, it's a nice day for a white wedding. It's a nice day to start again. There's nothing fair in this world. There is nothing safe in this world. And there's nothing sure in this world. And there's nothing pure in this world. If there's something left in this world, start again. It's a nice day to start again. It's a nice day to start again. What you want with a nice day for a white wedding. Ah, yes, it's a nice day for a white wedding. Hello, everyone. Greetings, exalted people of the forest. Hi, how are you?
Hello.
What's going on?
Oh, look, we're like twinning right now.
Yes, I see you. Yes, we call this the old double banger there.
Oh,
Oh yes.
retracting the glove statement. Oh my god. Well,
Oh man,
hello.
what's going
What's up,
on, guys?
Lucia? Hey, Michael.
I'm gonna do a little digital art tonight. Got an idea for a vector landscape that I think I want to try to do.
Excellent.
So, not sure I'm digging
Excellent.
this playlist at the moment. Let's uh,
Oh,
let's see here. Chill, royalty-free background music. Let's see here. That's a little too sappy for me. So,
no sap. It gets sticky.
yeah, it does.
It gets very sticky.
Can you hear that?
So let's see. We're gonna. I do. Mm, mm, Yes, sir.
Very nice.
Very nice. I like it. I like it.
Lucia, you're welcome to join us. I know that you said that you're just hanging out, but if you want to come and do some coloring with us, you're more than welcome to.
I like to color.
I'm going to do some digital vector art on the iPad tonight.
I'm going to be doing day 29 of the
Oh,
June
snap.
June. Only today and tomorrow left, ladies and gentlemen.
That's crazy. Let's see here. Let's do a square camera here.
And I will be attempting Mr. Badass Archer himself, the
All right.
spy.
Got that. How was your day, Ledge?
It was full of collecting art and arranging them in slideshows.
Correcting and arranging what now? Oh, for tomorrow?
Collecting and arranging,
or for later?
organizing all the shenanigans in which my files are not nearly as organized as I thought they were.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I've got enough stuff to show and tell to entertain somebody.
I got you. Can you still hear the background music?
So it'll be. I do.
Good. I want to turn it up too loud tonight.
That's right. Half Stars Thursday
Congrats.
is featuring this ugly mug.
No. What?
And a couple weeks down the road, I
Girl.
think there's a Burke appearance.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. All right.
True.
So we got the iPad going here.
I
So
wish
I
had
started
the
painting this at the
time.
men's conference on Friday. Check this out.
Ooh, that is a cool lion. You know, I was a lion. That was my high school mascot. Was a
Really?
lion.
I just started painting it. Like there's no sketching involved.
It's
I
so
just started
pretty.
filling it out and
It's very it definitely has a regal feel about it.
yeah.
For sure.
And I drew this and I never finished it.
That's really cool. We did that. You did that one night. Michelle was drawn with us.
Right.
Right, Lucia. June. There's only 2 days left. Hopefully, if I get this done fast enough, I can get both of them done early.
Oh yeah.
I'm kind of done. I am donezo. I love me some cartoons, which has definitely helped. But Mama need a break. I don't want to Toon anymore.
All right. Let's see what we got here. I first need to figure out my color palette. That's going to be the next big thing. So, in order to do that,
Lord, please let this turn out to look like him. That's all I'm asking. You ever say that to yourself while you're drawing? You're like, Lord, I hope this turns out at least looks vaguely like the person it's supposed to be.
kind of, yeah. I mean, you know, I do have that.
Say a little prayer to help you along your way.
Say a little prayer for you. That's funny.
Just hear my doctor hanging out with a migraine.
All right,
Migraine for 21 days. Oh my
She's
Lord.
had a migraine for 21 days.
Dude,
ouchies.
Archer has the biggest butt chin I have ever seen, and I didn't even notice that until
on
just
Archers.
Now. Like literally, like butt crack down the middle.
Oh my. All right,
Yeah.
so let's
It's I
set
mean,
up
he's
a
got
new
that
paint palette
perfectly
here.
chiseled jaw.
I believe we can delete this one. And let's create an all new palette. I believe, actually, I want to use that palette right there. So
Oh yeah.
let me print screen that.
Use it.
And then,
Dev, what's up?
what's up, DJ Dev? What's going on, my friend? Welcome, welcome. What happened to the music here?
I don't know. Maybe it took a nap.
I don't know why it's napping. Um,
I don't know.
let's see. Hold on a minute. Oh, sorry about that.
Did you push a
Currently
button?
convincing Haley to join Haps. So be on your best behavior. Oh, you're welcome. Here, I'll send you an invite, Dev. You can come.
Oh boy.
You can come and orientate her here if you so
If
choose.
we're on our best behavior, that is definitely false advertisement. I would like to pronounce that right now.
What's best behavior?
I don't know what behavior is at all, really.
I don't know what it is you're talking about, but I kind of like it.
I want to know what love is.
I want you to show me. You know,
I want someone to show
I
me
want to
what
feel
love
what love is. You know what I'm saying?
I want you to know me.
Oh, this is nice. Got little rain sounds in the background of my ears. My ear holes are liking this.
Trickly, trickly, trickly.
All right, so let me grab this palette orientation from the Dropbox.
I like the sound of my voice in my own
Sorry, what?
ears. What?
All right,
Nothing.
let's see. Add from file. No, not from file. From image. Let's see. New from photos. And I want to add that guy. Okay.
I like that guy. That guy's cool.
Oh, this is chill.
It's very chill.
I like this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Try sending me the join again, please. You got it, sir. There you go. It's chill. I like that vibe. That's a good vibe there.
It's a good vibe. You can hear the fingers
Yeah, I
sliding
like
up and
that.
down on the strings there.
Absolutely. Yes, you can join me through the app. You sure can. Um, wait,
You know,
can
the
can he go into the app?
app's been kind of funky today. Yes, you can join theoretically.
Hypothetically.
At least Android side has been kind of buggy today because every time I leave the Haps app, when I come back into it, it makes me re-log
Mm,
in. It's been kind of annoying. I reported that bug like ASAP because that was like,
yeah.
what the chicken butt.
Yep.
Okay, I'm making Archer look very ticked off in the world.
Don't you go dim on me.
He has angry eyes. Why?
Okay. So on the palette, let me get the palette ready.
I don't ever go live on the app. Not unless it's like me trying to use it as a second device, and I'm very clumsy at doing that.
Let me just clear that and make a new one.
That's a bug. It's being worked on. Oh, okay, cool, Lucia. I figured that I was not the only one experiencing that joyous beta experience that you guys are so kindly providing.
Let's see. Let's do an off-white.
So I assumed it was being worked upon. No big deal. Am I still pixelating tonight?
I don't think you are.
Have you noticed? No?
No.
We still haven't found the resolution for that yet.
Okay. On our background color, let's do that.
I see
Okay.
an attempt of dev coming
Got our
in.
background color.
I hate doing faces. Let me count the ways.
Hi, friend.
Hi.
Hi, Dev.
Hi, friends.
Hi. How are you, Dev?
I'm pretty good. And yourself?
I gotta see you, Dev.
Big deal.
What's up, Joe? Hey, Lindsay.
Hi, hi, hi.
I love you long time.
Oh.
Yeah. I sure do. You big glug, you.
You big glue.
You big load.
Oh, man.
What's
So,
new in your world, brother?
man, nothing, to be 100% honest with you. Now I was playing. Actually, no, really nothing. Right now, I'm just convincing Haley about Haps TV.
Okay.
She seems very interested now all of a sudden. So
Oh,
what I'm hoping to do is I want to pick your brains about Haps TV and just
okay.
kind of see what your perspectives are and what you find.
My consultation fee is $500 an hour. No, I'm kidding. I am so teasing. All right.
Wow.
So yeah, let's actually just start with the overall. Like, what opinions overall, like for creatives of different backgrounds, or I guess you could say different industries. How would you think overall Haps helps out the community?
That's an interesting question there, Mr. Watson. Well, I think for one, the monetization efforts on Haps is by far one of the best ones I've seen out there, for sure.
Agreed.
It's pretty awesome that the efforts that they went in to try to reward the host if they're producing good content. On a good night, I can make, maybe $5, $8 if I'm good. It's pretty rewarding. It's better than most. And you can cash out, which is great. And then you also have the sponsorship, which is almost like a Patreon.
Well, you can't cash out till you're at 200.
Well,
but yes,
you
you
can't,
do
but
get the
I didn't say the limit. I said you can cash out.
right. Yes, absolutely.
So, I mean, I think honestly the community building aspect too, because once you plug in all your social media accounts, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and you pull in all of your resources and you use the platform for what it was designed to be used for, I think you really can start reaping the benefits, so to speak, of what's going on, if that makes sense.
I can agree with that.
Okay, Lindsay.
I think if you're looking for it's still a beta platform, so I know that like a lot of professional broadcasters are going to stay away from it because they just don't. They're not in the same level of broadcasting that they want that consistent, solid, reliable base. So you're probably not going to fit the mold of Haps if you're on that level of broadcasting. If you're starting out broadcasting and you're trying to grow and build your brand and get to a more one-on-one experience with your followers, this is definitely the way to go. It's more personal than a Periscope, which is a one-to-many situation. Or even you get a better connection even than a Clubhouse, which is the audio only, because you get the facial gestures, you get the body language on top of. You can start to learn the tools of the trade with the studio that they already have available for you for free, to start playing with the production value of your broadcasts. And it even lets you other level by bringing in the OBS or the vMix or whatever whenever you start pulling in those elements into your broadcast. So I would say it's not for like the top of the line broadcaster, but I would definitely say from beginner to growing into a medium level broadcaster, it is perfect.
Okay.
Does that answer questions? Did I say that right?
What Lindsay said, I think. Yeah, I think you pretty much nailed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think
Now-
all the bases are covered there.
Now, one of my questions, I know that she's going to have is the monetization. You guys talked about that a little bit earlier.
Right.
And I was trying to explain the awards system.
Okay.
What do you take away from the award system, and like why does this work better for beginners, whereas like Twitch and places like that where you can end up, I guess, getting paid, would be failing? You know what I mean? Like, why? Go ahead.
I got this one. You day one. Twitch makes you jump through. Oh, sorry. Twitch makes you jump through hoops. You have to get all of these X amount of hours, amount of viewers, amount of whatever of things that you have to do in order to become an affiliate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Haps day one, you log in, you broadcast, you get coinage.
Yep.
You get free coin just for signing up. Anybody, whether you're a broadcaster or a viewer, you get free coins for signing up. There's those little activities that you can do on the site. You connect your socials, you get some free coins. You do this to get so many friends to sign up, you get free coins. You show up every single day, you get 50 free coins. The platform literally pays you just for being here.
Yeah.
And then if you want to pay, if you want to support your favorite broadcasters even more, they allow you to buy coin packages, and right off of day one, you don't have to meet a requirement of hours or followers or whatever in order to start monetization. It is out of the box, ready to go. Let's get paid.
Yep.
Same thing with sponsorships. They used to limit sponsorships to like only VIPs. Now anybody on the platform can have a monthly sponsorship.
Yep.
Wow.
If you so choose to have that as an option. It's a little switch in your settings you can turn on or off.
Yep. It's good, man. I'm telling you, it's
I don't know anywhere else on the internet that provides that easily.
Yeah, I don't think there is one.
And outside of that, just the multi-streaming tool all by itself is
pretty dope.
A minimum of like $50 a month on like StreamYard or Restream.io or whatever, which that alone sells the thing. And they're like, oh, it's just free. Just connect it. It's all cool.
Yeah, and that's the coolest thing that I've noticed about this platform just in itself. Even when I signed up, I signed up and it was like, here you go, here's 200 free coins. And I'm like, first off, it's 4 coins. And then, but you start to learn, oh, okay, I can actually pay. Like, I just figured out the other day that I could award you guys things and your coins. And I was like, wow. Now what was cool about that is it made me want to buy coins. and
Yeah.
then when I also noticed
Right.
that you also get the free multicasting when I was signing up for the rest of my stuff to try to even get more coins, and I was like, wait, I can stream here, Twitch, YouTube, Periscope. I'm like,
Mhm.
what? And then
Oh
I
yeah.
did one, and
Yeah,
I was
and
like,
not
wow, and not pay.
it also streams to multiple groups and pages that you're
Yep,
administrators of on Facebook.
yep. I
In
forgot
as
about that
long as they're
part.
not private. I mean, you can do private ones, but if you do private groups or pages, then whenever the comments come through, you can't see whose name it is. So it's a privacy thing on the Facebook end.
And that's the
But you
other
can
cool
still see
thing.
them.
So you can see all of your comments from everywhere you're streaming in the comments on the studios.
Correct.
Yes. Oh yes.
That's super sick.
So smart. It's so smart, dude. It's so smart what they've done here.
Yeah, and they're all like color coded, so you get like an idea of where they're coming from, which is really cool.
So one of the things that I didn't quite test was when I was seeing some comments come in from, I think it was Twitch, and it was
Okay.
my little stream bot or whatever. And when
Yeah.
I was commenting back inside of Haps, does it send my comments from Haps to all of those streams?
No.
Okay,
No. They will not be able to see any of the comments made natively on the website.
gotcha.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
Or they also won't be able to see anything that's coming in from the other platforms either. They'll be able to see the one side, that direct location.
gotcha.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
It's unique, Dev. I've never seen. I mean, I'm not endorsed by apps. I'm going to tell you that right up front. I'm only on here as a user and as a creative. But I got to tell you, dude, what they have done, not only just for people like me and Lindsay that draw, but for the musicians as well. I mean,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
there's some amazing talent on here that broadcast their music on a daily basis, and it's freaking legit, dude. The sound quality is great, and then all the reward systems that's enabled. It just kind of is like a bonus, and then that you're able to stream to all your platforms.
Hmm.
Um, and they're going to be opening up RMTP, and that is basically, you'll have your server codes
Yeah,
and
they're
stuff.
working on that still.
They're working on that, so when they do that, you'll have full OBS broadcast functionality enabled right there, and it's a win-win.
Now, you touched on something that I kind of want to talk about here. Would you say, either one of you, would you say that you have, I guess, met or run into more creatives because of this app or
Yes.
because of this platform? And have you dived into different types of creative expression because of this?
Yes.
100%.
1,000%. June tune that I've been doing for the past 30 days has been solely because Jeremy Stoltz, who's on here, told me about it and asked
Yeah.
me and Lindsay, would we join CS Murphy? Here's another great creative dev.
Oh,
CS, I'm gonna send you an invite. This guy,
yes, you're the
listen,
real MVP,
this guy
man.
here, you know what sculpting is, right? So he does 3D sculpting using an Oculus in virtual reality.
What?
I am not joking. See his comment in the profile. Make sure you follow and subscribe him.
Yes, I
And
just did.
here's another thing he does is he sculpts it in VR and then he 3D prints it.
Yes.
And then he turns it into an augmented reality piece.
Dude, it's sick. It
with
is
a little
freaking
phone
sick.
app. It's like the
Yeah.
wildest thing you've ever seen. It's so psycho badass and cool, and I've literally never seen anything like it before in my life.
I haven't either.
And he comes on here and he streams the entire experience, and it is brilliant.
Yeah.
Literally
But
typing in
to
VR
answer
right
your
now.
question, just kind of circle back.
It's amazing.
Literally, he's typing in VR right now. It'd be cool if he could join in and you could see his setup there. But yeah, I've been 1,000% inspired as a creative because I've met other creatives on this platform like CS
Absolutely.
Murphy, like Michelle, like all of the other guys, like Andrew Wong. Oh my God, the guy
gosh,
that,
he's
that does
cool. He's
portraits
been
with
traveling
origami
lately. He's
paper.
amazing.
Oh yeah.
Dude, it's ridiculous the
Amazing.
talent that's on here. And it's kind of like one of those little secret things you found on the internet, and you just kind of want to covet it, and
Yeah,
you don't need nobody to know about it because it's
yeah,
so
Don't tell
exclusive, and
anybody.
it's so in its infancy, and you don't want to get it out there because you're afraid if you get it out there, then it's going to not become the version that you want it to be. And that's kind of the way I feel. It's like, oh man, I got to be
Yeah.
careful about who I tell about this because I don't want every, person
You
on the
know
planet knowing about Habs. Then they're going to be
what's
coming over here.
really cool about the what's really cool about the creative community here is we've all kind of come together and it's almost like family like.
Yeah.
yeah.
We're all very supportive of each other. You see everybody showing up in everybody other's
Well, you're
lives.
here because I
And we're
invited you,
usually
Deb.
chatting in the chat boxes whenever we're, not
Yeah.
doing our own thing. It's very cool. It's very motivating. It's very inspiring. We're always talking to each other in DMs and collaborating on certain
Yeah.
things. It's very, I've never experienced anything like this before in my life.
No, I haven't either.
And it's so funny because the first time I did it and I just popped on and I don't know if you remember Lindsay, but I was not talkative at all. I just kind of
No.
sat there and just watched.
Yeah, that's
But
fine.
even after I got off, Joe, texted me and I was just like, man, this was life changing. Like this was
Yeah.
exactly something that I had prayed for as a creative. And one of the reasons why I was even starting my podcast is just the whole community
Mm.
and of just
Mhm.
all of this. This is just, and then the fact that you could just say, just when you log in for the first time, you could just click a really quick hello from blah, 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 and you start to see where everyone's
Exactly.
from. Like, for
Hmm.
instance, Roz in the chat, she's from South Aussie like, how awesome is that? Like,
Oh yeah.
and hello, by the way.
Hello.
But yeah,
It's unique, man.
Yeah, it's really cool. I was in kind of, whenever I came onto Haps, I was actually kind of in a creative rut. Because, we always go through those phases where you get kind of stuck and
mhm,
you need something new and fresh and to kind of get your inspiration and motivation going again. And that's exactly what Haps did for me here between CS and Michelle. And Joe's always an inspiration. He's been around forever in my life, every single day, at least week. Um, just that whole new scene of creativity. Just the camaraderie and the encouragement that I got here just really kind of caused an explosion in my life, which I'm super thankful for.
Same.
that's
Yep.
awesome.
I echo that.
So, what's everyone working on? What you working on there, Jeff?
I am doing a brand new vector landscape. I just finished up some client work here locally. Did a little freelance work, which you know about, and was just doing some stuff for a local charity that's going to be having a really awesome fundraiser coming up for 9/11. And so I'm doing that, and now I'm doing um, a canyon vector landscape.
Nice.
That's really
So
cool.
I don't know. I'm sure if you can see that on the
Someone's
Yeah.
dreaming
camera,
about the
but
desert
here I'll give you a
again.
full view there. So I'm very far from done. I got to add foliage. I'm going to add some birds and maybe some gradients to, make it like mists between the
Mhm.
layers of the canyon. But
Very
this is
cool.
something I've been experimenting with. Just these landscapes that look really realistic, but it's only using like 8 colors. You know,
Yeah.
it's unique, and so that's just something I've been kind of playing around with lately. Is just a new form of art that I've never done before, essentially.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. What about
Yeah.
you, Lindsay?
Oh, we are working on day 29 of the June tune. Day's word is Archer. So I'm attempting to draw Archer the spy.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Have either of you actually watched that show?
I love Archer. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I love it.
I haven't seen any episodes, but it was one of those shows that, of course, I saw like as commercials when I was watching like Sons of Anarchy and stuff like that, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
"Yo, this looks amazing,"
It
but
is
never
amazing.
got around to actually sitting and watching one.
What nice. I assume that's for you, Joe.
What app are you using and what device? I'm using the iPad Pro. This is what you're seeing here, and this app is called Procreate. Oh, thank you so much, Roz. Appreciate that, sweetheart. See, Dev, that's exactly. See how
Nice.
that what just happened in the chat
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
immediately. I mean, it's amazing, and I didn't ask for that. I don't. So, and I'm using a program called OBS, which is allowing me to mirror my iPad to you, so you can see it in real time. So as I'm making the brushstrokes, you're able to see what's going on.
Yep.
But thank you
Yeah.
so much for the donation. Appreciate it. You're awesome.
Yeah, Ross. It's spelled that way, but
Yeah,
there's no
Procreate.
hyphen in it, and
When
it's.
if you're in the iOS store, and it's only for Apple,
Mhm.
it's not on Google Play, unfortunately. But if you're on there, just search for Procreate app, and it'll come up, and it'll have like a little. It's a black app with a pink feather on it. Can't miss it.
I
I
use
use Ecamm and
Ecamm.
can do the same with adding my iPad. I use a combination of two
Mm-hmm.
programs. Sometimes I use Metabang Paint. Metabang Paint is another good one. Let me see if I can pull that up for you right quick. Let's see. We're
Is that a free
oh
one as
no.
well?
Metabang
Or
was
is
$20
okay.
bucks. Um, it's
Metabang.
got a lot of
That just sounds weird.
all right. See, cancel.
We
So
already have it.
as you can see, it's set up pretty much like Procreate, but you have all your artist brushes, and I like the way that you can actually do a lot more of the dynamics of the brush. You can create
Ah,
the swirl at the end, or the pressure sensitivity as you release on the pen. It makes more of a thinner line. You can do that in Procreate as well, but it seems like it's a little more fluid here in
gotcha.
this. And then this can actually export directly into any of your favorite programs. And I do like the layout bar on top, which is a little different than Procreate because it kind of feels more like an application. So you've got your menu up here on the top that you can do. So just another one that I use. But right now, for the sake of what I'm doing and consistency, I'm using Procreate.
Very good, sir. Very good.
What is that one called again? It is called Art Studio by Metabang Paint. Jeremy, what's up, dude?
Jeremy.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so I'm gonna start adding some foliage to these mountaintops. Jerry, I want to send you an invite just because I was just talking about you actually to my friend Devereaux here. All right, so let's use that, and let's. What brush do I want to use?
Jeremy said he saw that you were live and wanted to say hi.
I see that. What's up, dude?
Hi.
Hope you're having a good night.
2:20 p.m. on Wednesday.
Lindsay, when is your thing that you're doing?
Hap Stars?
Yeah,
It's a Thursday.
Thursday.
9 o'clock your time.
Okay.
We'll check that because
There we go.
What is App Stars, Lindsay?
Hap Stars is a show that Miss Carrie Long Live and her co-host Veda Ashley put on, and they feature different broadcasters on the platform and kind of
Wow.
showcase their talents for like an hour and a half. It's 6:30 Pacific, so it'd be 9:30 your time, Joe.
AM or
Oh,
PM?
PM. PM.
PM.
July 1st.
Got it.
that's awesome.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
she's really awesome.
Yep, she's a singer, and Veda sings as well and acting, and They're just high energy, lots of fun, and you just have a good time when they're around. They're creatives on the platform. Jeremy was on there a couple weeks ago. Actually, he got 2 weeks in a row on there. Have a great show. Good night, friends. Good night, Jeremy.
Good night, dude.
Have a good one. That does not look like him at all, but we're just going to roll with it. His eyes are way too big.
I don't know.
Eh. I will. No. You did well, Lindsay. It was a good effort. He looks a little bit like that creepy dummy from the Goosebumps series. He looks a little bit more like that.
No.
What's his name? Slappy or something like that?
I don't even remember his name, but I wouldn't even go that far. Let me see. Hold on.
I just know who he. I just know who he's not.
Wow.
Dummy.
There's out of 30 days. Goodness gracious, Lord.
Let's see.
Seriously, have to fix his face here in a minute.
Yeah, you're right. It's Slappy the dummy.
I was thinking that was right.
Slap that dummy.
Slappy. Slappy.
Now, when you're working on things that are coming, like for instance, Joe, you're working on that desert. This is a scene that's coming from your mind, a
Yes.
complete original, right?
Yes.
When do you, and if ever, do you decide that you've done enough or it's gotten too far?
That's a good question.
That is a good question. I think I have a visualization of what I want it to be in my mind. Like I can close my eyes and I can just see this. And I'm kind of pulling the inspiration from all my mini trips out to the Red Rocks out in Las Vegas because that's one of my favorite places on earth to visit. And so I think when I feel, because I'm very cautious about over cluttering. I don't want to over clutter things. I don't want things to. I don't want to take away from the whole aesthetic.
Mm.
Like right now, I'm trying to figure out where to put this tree, and I want things to have a flow. Everything that I do, I want it to have a flow pattern to it. It needs to look organic. It needs to look natural. And but to answer your question, I kind of feel less is more. And if I can do what I need to do without taking away from that, I don't want to clutter it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I got to be very cautious in cluttering things up. So, yes, when I'm doing these kinds of things, less is more. I don't want to add 50 trees to these cliffs.
Yeah.
Adding things with a purpose.
So,
or something like that.
Hopefully that makes sense.
No, it does. Could you and then could you say that you've always been that way mindset wise, that less is more, or did you have to learn to get there? Like did you have to mature into that mindset?
Yes. I had to definitely mature into that mindset.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of trial and error, I can tell you that much. So I've done a lot of things. I've not done things like this because this is kind of unique and special. Something I've just started picking up and doing. But I've done landscapes, I've done portraits before, and as an artist, you kind of know because we're our own worst enemies when it comes to art and
Mhm.
creating. And I can look at
Ain't
a
that
piece and
cool?
I can be like, "Oh man, I really screwed that up. I should have scaled that back more and not included this or that. There's or I should have just not even inked it all together and just left it alone to just be." And yeah, that's a definite trial and error trait, and it's something that you can't teach it. It's just something that you got to learn organically as you're doing art.
It's like a sixth sense of sorts.
Gotcha. And I was going to ask them to same first question. When you're drawing and you're doing it off the top of your head, how do you know? Is there a feeling that you get, or do you set a stop point? How do you know when you're done?
Um, yeah, I mean, I've definitely made the mistake of going too far and then it starts getting junky,
Hmm.
messy. Even with your painting, it can get muddy.
Mm.
If you just,
Muddy, that's a good word.
um, you have to teach yourself to take a break, step back, and kind of do the fresh eyes thing. I know Joe was mentioning that the other day about when he was working on Austin's logo. It's taken a lot of um time because there's a lot of like tedious work that goes into it, but when you work on something for so long over and over again, your brain
Checks
starts
off.
kind of playing tricks on you.
Hmm.
And so if you spend an hour, take a break, take 15 minutes, 20 minutes to go stretch, go to the bathroom,
Or just
eat
come
a
back to it
meal,
the next
do
morning.
whatever, or yeah, or take a break and do some completely different activity that gets your mind off of art, and then come back and revisit it, you'll have fresh eyes and you'll be able to make
Smart
better
decisions.
creative decisions. Yeah. So that's just a practice to kind of, especially if you have a really big heavy piece that you're working on, that's definitely a good trick. And that's with any kind of art, digital,
Yeah,
physical, whatever.
I can at least say it's definitely a sentiment to photography as well, because there have been times
Mm.
where
Absolutely.
I
Hmm.
literally worked on a photo for way too long, and then I kind of go back to it like the next day or whatever when I finally like give
Mhm.
up and go, all right, I can't figure it out, and then I go back to it the next day, and I'm like, how in the hell did I let it get this far?
Away from your original concept.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's just
Yeah.
like this
Right.
doesn't even look like the
Yeah.
same picture. What happened? Where was I going?
And
And
that's the whole thing. Sometimes we could just screw it up and
yeah,
overdo it. And
yeah.
that's not good. I mean, we want to strive for perfection. We want to strive for something and create something that pleases the client and also that we're happy with.
Hmm.
And I've done logos before,
Yeah.
man. I got to be honest. I've done logos before, and I've sent those files over in the Google Drive, and I think everything was done. And I went back and looked at it a week later, and I just told the client, I emailed him, I was like, you know what? I just dropped a bunch of new files in your folder just because I personally wasn't happy with the lines or I wasn't happy with the way a font lined up. And I'm not gonna give something haphazardly to somebody that is going to be using this for their brand and they're going to be making money from this. And so, there's a lot of love that goes into everything that I create, and there's a level of expectation that I personally want to pour into everything that I do. But also, too, there is a creative process. Circling back to what we were talking about, there's a creative process in everything that we do, and we can sit there and stare at something so long that our minds become jaded. It's almost like you're swiping down on your phone on Instagram, and you just swipe and swipe, and
The
the
doom
next thing you know,
scrolling of art.
yeah, you just swipe so long, you become numb to it, you become jaded to it. And so that's the same thing with the way I work. So I want everything that I do to have a fresh take of creativity. And when I design something, even for you, Dev, when I did your creative re-up logo, I designed the infrastructure, and that's why it says give me a couple of days. Sometimes I'll mock something up, one of those additives that I wasn't going to add in, and then I
Mhm.
added it in. I'm like, that really adds that
Yeah.
graffiti pop art vibe to it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Originally, it was just a gradient background, and so it's having a fresh take, opening your mind, and not sitting there on 4 hours at a time looking at something, and you wake up the next morning, you look at it like, what the hell did I do?
Yeah. Can I answer Ross real quick?
Yeah.
Ross, it's actually just a glove. It's not a brace.
Yeah.
It's just a 2-fingered artist like this
That's what I
that just
use right
covers
now.
the pinky and the ring finger.
Yep.
But the brand of it is OTRAKI, Otaki. Yeah, it's not an actual brace. It's just something to keep the side of your hand clean whenever you're dragging it across the paper. It's also really, really handy when you're using a tablet. Yes, correct. So that your skin doesn't like skip and drag. It keeps it sliding nicely and smoothly. So I have multiple. This came with multiple gloves. So I have one for my digital art, and I keep one in my artist bag so that I can keep my hand clean of ink and graphite and all the good things that we play with. You're very welcome. I got it on Amazon.
That's where I got mine.
Is yours the same brand, Joe?
I don't know. I took it out and I got rid of the paper. I didn't even look at it.
Well, mine has it printed on the actual wrist.
Yeah,
And since I'm a lefty, it's on the
mine's not
inside
that
of my
fancy.
wrist. Oh, his is not
Lefty
that fancy.
power.
Yeah.
I'm not
Joe,
that
you a
fancy.
lefty as well?
Oh, Trucky. Oh, Trucky.
Hey, Joe, you a lefty
But
as
this
well?
one came
Or
with
are
like
you a righty?
4 gloves.
What did I do?
Are you a lefty or a righty?
Oh, I'm a righty
Ah,
for sure.
I'm a
Yeah.
lefty all day.
same. I'm a lefty as well. So is Ross.
Southpaws unite.
And it was funny because when you were talking about like the dragging of the hand, I know that all too well. Just I mean, not from drawing, of
Yes.
course, but just writing in general. It's just like, yo. So,
I know, right?
have you ever gotten like left-handed pencils or pens, or did you even know they existed?
Left-handed
Did I ever get
pencils or
left-handed
pens?
pens?
Mm-hmm.
I know that like left-handed scissors exist. I
Mm-hmm.
really wish that they made spiral notebooks.
They do.
Calligraphy is extremely challenging, and I am a huge fan of calligraphy, so I know that struggle. I've I'm not good at it, but I do play around.
But your lefty pencils and pens are basically what you were just talking about earlier. They just, for instance, pens, the ink itself dries faster than the
Okay.
normal pen. And then for the pencil, the actual like graphite is not as like fine or like whatever, so it doesn't
Smudgy.
smear. So
It probably has more filler in it or something.
or something. But it was amazing because my mom actually took me to the store when I was like in 4th grade. So of course I'm losing it because at first, being a lefty was a sin. But
Yeah. Start playing with alcohol inks. Okay, this guy's head is way too tall. I'm like modifying his anatomy as we're talking. I've changed his eyes. I've changed his face. He doesn't look like him still, but we're getting closer. Completely different guy than what we started. This is he's like a changeling.
lobotomy in progress.
Yeah. Yes, I am playing plastic surgery. I'm gonna finish up his head and then be done with it, and I'm just gonna accept him as he is. I think he's a little bit closer though. It's all right.
Getting there.
That looks like a wolf or a dragon, Joe.
What looks like a dragon?
She says your drawing looks a little bit like a
Um,
wolf or a dragon.
okay.
I was interested in what you were going to be doing with those things on the side there, Joe.
Oh, these black things?
Yeah, I was like, what in the world is he doing?
This is foreground.
Yeah, no, I get it now, but at first they just looked like black things, like they were.
Yeah.
I like black things. They stories.
I'm done.
My
The things that I said, I
But
just can't rewind it. I'm sorry.
No, you
No,
can't.
you're fine. My
Lord.
immediate response was gonna be, and we like you too, but I was just like, let's not go
Oh God.
Wow.
I said
That's
something.
awesome.
I said something the other day to my son's coach that I could not stuff my foot in my mouth fast. So he's black, and I'm standing there, and we're talking about the football team and contacting parents, how they're not responding in the group chat and all this other stuff, and our age level is split into two groups: the red team and the black team.
Uh
And so, as purely as innocent as could be, it's like, you just need up here, black people.
oh.
It's like, oh my God, that is
Wow.
the most horrible thing to say.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, I did not mean to say it that way. I just wanted to go like crawl under a rock. And the coach is just sitting there laughing at me. But it was like, oh my God.
All right. So now I'm doing something pretty cool. I'm adding the mist, which is kind of so simple, but so effective.
Okay.
So as you can see on the bottom, then I'm going to do it on the brown.
Yes, it can create funny moments, Ross. All right. So, oh, I don't have directorship. I was going to show you the sketch.
Oh, you don't have direct. Oh,
Make
I'm
it
sorry.
big.
Oh yeah, they took that. They did they did a switch. So now when you come in as a guest, you have to give, like the host has to give director ability so that you don't have to see all of the director stuff if you don't want to see it.
So there's my archer. That's about as good as he's gonna get. He had a complete facelift.
It looks great to me.
Close enough. Close enough. It'll do. Because I've got to do another one. I'm going to sketch up my next one first before I start inking stuff. Got to do magic. Day 30. We're going to do a little Mickey Mouse.
Do some,
Lobotomy was... Yes.
Do some birds here. And I think we're just about done.
Yay.
Again, I'm not like overdoing my my textures.
Hopefully that's not too big. Oh well, if it is. Yeah, it is. Darn you. Man, it's been raining like crazy today. I feel like I live in
It's
Florida.
been raining here too a lot.
I feel like I've moved to Florida.
I don't know, man. Florida's been pretty rough.
This whole week is supposed to rain every day. And my poor Joshy Poo has to be out in it. That's my husband, for anyone that didn't get that. All right.
I'm not happy with those, so I'm just going to erase them. I'm going to redo them.
Well, all right.
That's what I did with mine. Because you can.
and I can say with this platform, just going back to this real quick, I have never in my life thought I would sit here and watch people draw. And
Really?
yeah, never.
It's kind of therapeutic, isn't it?
It so is, and what makes it, I think, more therapeutic is the fact that you, and this is, I don't want to say strictly y'all, but just the fact that you even offer this, the fact that people can join and talk with you as well.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's not like
Yeah.
you're just being mind-numbingly just watching someone draw. You can also enter the conversation, which is nice. So,
Yes.
and that's why I was asking. Oh, you guys weren't there. I actually asked in their hap thing on Monday when they made an announcement. I was like, "Hey, are you guys ever gonna like cast to a television? Be able to cast to like TVs and stuff like that? Because I would love to just be able to watch people like on TV,
Hmm.
doing their thing." The answer was no. It's
That
not
would
high
be
on the
cool.
priority list right now.
It's on that roadmap, I bet they told you.
Say again?
It's on that roadmap, I bet they told you.
Pretty much.
Everything's on that roadmap. That developmental roadmap.
Yeah, this is awesome to just sit here and it inspires me to try drawing, and I will eventually.
You should.
But
You know what's
as
really fun
uh-huh.
is Saturdays we have a sketch party and everybody is welcome to come. It doesn't matter your experience level, and sometimes we do art challenges or speed draws where we pick an object and you have 5 minutes to draw it to the best of your ability, which is really fun and silly, and even the most skilled artists in 5 minutes can't do a whole lot. So it kind of evens the playing field a little bit. So it kind of we had one night we had Beardo and Weirdo. I don't know if you've seen them on here, but they're cooking and traveling broadcasters, not creative folk. And they came on and did art challenges with us, and it was a blast.
Interesting. And you said this is on Saturday?
Yeah. Yeah, Saturday. Usually Michelle
Mm-hmm.
hosts it, but she's been encouraging other artists to take the helm too. And so it's more of like an art community thing instead of like her thing
Ah,
only.
gotcha.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Even the sharing of like ideas, because most people would have held on to that forever for themselves. Like, this is my thing. You
Oh,
can
yeah.
only. But the fact that she's trying to get everyone, like, it just be a thing, like that's cool.
Yeah.
Is that still available to watch? Yes, it would be on Native Graffiti, Michelle Alexander's channel. You would probably have to scroll back a ways, but it's definitely on there. It was a lot of fun.
Yep.
2F's 1T, I believe. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah. You could search Michelle Alexander and I think it'll pop up too.
I'm gonna make this guy pop here in just a second. Ow. Come on now, sit up there.
Correct. Yes, ma'am.
Come on, merge. There we go. Look at that.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. Ooh, that pink.
Yeah. I told you it was going to
That
pop.
magenta.
So this is the thing I found on
fiery.
here. Let me undo it. On Procreate, if you tap on the magic part, go to gradient map. So if you have so
I've
right now I'm working
seen-
from the top palette right here. This is a palette color that I want in this. So this is the one I'm working on. So this is my palette. I'm gonna go to gradient mapping and I'm gonna go do layer. Then I can come down here and I can select. Look, I can do that.
Oh,
I know.
Yeah.
Right.
Good night, honey. Love you.
Mickey
that's,
I
Mouse.
may go.
Mouse. I did Archer.
I may go with.
that's sick.
I may go with that one.
That one is cool
And
too.
so if you check out the
I love the
bottom bar
salmon and the
here,
teal colors.
so I'm gonna go do a purple. Let's see here, bottom bar. Let's see.
Wow.
Add another color, and we'll do pick up those oranges, dark reds, maybe. No, hold on a minute. It's right there. Do I want to keep it that color, or do I want to keep it that color?
Oh, choices.
So I'm going to keep it that color. I kind of like that pink sun.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. And
Yeah.
so
Mm-hmm.
what I done here, see those flowers, is I actually did a Gaussian blur on the flowers to add perspective. So
Mhm.
when you're looking at this, the bridge is what's in focus. And the next
Mhm.
layer with the trees, if you look on that, are actually slightly blurred as well. So I added a 5 Gaussian blur to the foreground and then a 2 Gaussian blur to the layer ahead of it, and which makes the focal point of the two mountainscapes in the background. Actually, I need to blur. Well, no, I'm good. I'm good. I did it right. But with that gradient map right there, dude, I'm telling you that just really, it's it's spot on. So I think I'm done. I think I'm not going to add anything else to this. I think it's it's good. I'm happy with it. So I want to sign it, and we'll be done.
Sweet.
Now, do you have a specific pen that you like to use when you sign?
Yeah, I use the calligraphy
Mm-hmm.
monoline, the one selected right there. And actually, yeah. So let me sign it right here in the bottom left. I don't like the way the two looks. So see, I'm OCD. I am so OCD. There we go. Beautiful. Done.
Boom.
Yeah.
Have you seen some of these before? The ones I've been doing, Dev?
I've seen a few on your Insta.
So here's one I did a couple
Yeah,
weeks
that one
ago.
was.
Yeah, and I did the stag, which is kind of like a night forest scene. I had
Yeah, that one.
Yosemite
That one I
on
did
my
too.
mind in that one. So I got the moon in there, and I got the craters in the moon, all done in vector.
Wow.
Yep. And so then I did a cityscape, kind of channeling, like a Manhattan, San Francisco kind of vibe. The wolf was great.
Mm,
Simple but effective.
Yeah, the wolf's probably my favorite one so
Oh, yeah.
far, but I've been loving all of them.
whoa.
Yeah, just simple vector. This was my first one.
That one I remember.
That was my first one. Like it's an airport window,
Yeah.
and you're looking out of it. Um, I don't think I ever posted this one, but and then I started working on this one, and I just couldn't get around to finishing it. It's a manatee, so I'm doing the Florida Everglades in the background. I just never got around to finishing it. I need to finish it. But this one I'm going to put on Instagram tonight. There we go. Bada boom.
Yeah.
Oh, what you working on, Lindsay? Let's have a look and see what you're doing.
I'm working
yeah.
on Mickey. Working on Mickey.
Haley almost melted just now, by the way,
Why's she melting for?
because it's Mickey.
Ah.
Aw, Mickey.
Oh boy, pal. Here we go. It sure is swell. I can hear her giggling in the background.
Hello, Haley. I am the voice inside your brain. Would you like to play a game?
I don't think she's ever seen any of those movies, and I'm kind of glad she hasn't, because that probably,
Yeah, don't. Let's
that
not
probably
do
would
that.
be triggering.
Let's not do that to poor Haley. God bless her.
Because I was sitting over here as you said it, and my back started to feel funny, like, oh.
Hold on a minute.
Let's see if I can go up.
Well, here we go. This is much more pleasant, isn't it? Hi ho!
What are you doing? Hey, Molly. Molly, come here.
You are listening to Smooth Jazz NPR in the morning.
Smooth jazz and NPR?
Smooth, yeah.
All of the above.
That's funny. I don't care who you are. We'll probably wrap it up here in about 10 minutes, Lindsay.
All right, you
gang.
just tell me when, and we'll set it up.
No, this
Yeah.
has been some really good conversation
Related.
tonight.
Yeah.
I've really been quite enjoying the interview
Yeah, I have
process
been
here.
too.
Dev's been rocking it.
I appreciate you, Dev, man. I really do, coming in and just asking those kinds of questions and intuitively, pretty cool. I think if you can use this platform for what it's meant for, I think you're going to experience personally a lot of growth in what you're doing.
Mhm.
So
I
stick with it.
appreciate that. I was hoping you guys were okay with the questions, because
Heck yeah, dude.
Anytime.
I like to pick I like to get to know people on like a deep psyche level. Like, I don't want to ask the surface question of, why did you become an artist? That's cute and all, but like, why did you stay an artist? Why are you
That's
still
cute.
you
Yeah.
know?
The ability to create something totally from scratch and have something that you're 100% invested in and proud of. Man, you can't buy that kind of joy and happiness.
And I want that so bad. Like, my abilities, like, for instance, with music, never
Yeah.
been at creating my own music, but DJing, I'm fine. Hey, what up, Jay? But then with art, I guess you could say, with photography, or I can't draw, but I could take a picture. You know what I mean? And I can manipulate a picture. So, like, I can't go from scratch, and I still love that.
You remember that, right?
Yes, my social club for Disney right
Mhm.
before everything shut down. It's me. Now,
you and Jay were one of the first vector arts portraits that I ever started doing.
interesting.
Yeah, and then now I'm doing, like, this is another client here in town, and she has a keto YouTube. So from what I did for you guys, kind of spawned this whole crazy vector art type form of artwork that I do.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
So huge
Right.
props, man.
No problem. I'm glad we can help you.
You know her, Christy Love.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did her face portrait.
Wow. Hold on. Wow.
Yeah. She just got love in her hair. You see that?
Just like yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's somebody you know in your neck of the woods.
Yeah.
It's crazy just how like from San Diego alone. Um, this is another one too. A friend of Jay's, Millie Grace. I think her mom. You know, she wanted to do something to honor her mom.
Ooh.
I don't know. I can't remember her name. Shoot. But anyway, you were going to say something. I rudely interrupted. I apologize.
No, you're fine. That was pretty much it. But I do have a question.
Yeah.
I don't wear hats no more, and I have dreads. So I'm gonna need an update to my guy.
So we need some dreads in there, huh?
He needs some dreads now. He needs some dreads.
We can do some dreads. We can do some dreads.
It was funny because I was telling Haley, I was like, I don't know if I need to take a picture and show him what my dreads look like to help him out.
Yeah.
I'll definitely send you a picture just in case. But yeah, man, I love. Oh, that looks amazing in black and white.
That's your base sketch.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, that's your base sketch. Then I got your camera down here that I actually drew as well. There's that.
Man.
So let's see here. Hold on a minute. Let's just duplicate. And then come in here.
And mind you, for those of y'all that are watching and listening and everything to this, Joe did this sketch for I literally my email subject lines are always hilarious. I feel when I email Joe. So like for instance, this one was titled "Cartoon Me, Please."
Cartoon me, please. Yes. Please.
That's perfect.
Right? And then for the podcast, I was like, Joel, I have a job for you. But anyways,
Cinderella, your princess here.
I emailed Joe and I was like, hey Joe, cartoon me please. He was like, all right, give me a couple days to do it, blah blah blah. I was like, awesome. I think he like emailed me maybe like 9 hours later.
Yeah. I'm like that.
It was like, here you go. I was like,
there you go.
He's just that quick with it. And it's just I really want to see what you come up with the dread. Oh, ew. It's me. Not those ones. Those too short and they look like spiders.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Man, that's kind of sexy right there. I don't know if I can handle that or not. Jeez.
The internet's not ready for that one.
All this masculinity just surging forth makes my naughty parts tingle.
There we go. Loving how easy you make it look into that.
Oh, thank you so much, Ross. I appreciate that. That's sweet.
Oh, look at this undersketch I did. Hyperrealism. I didn't even know that was there.
I was gonna say, what's that on my face?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So that was first draft. I don't even think I showed you that, did I?
No.
Yeah. So that is like a comic book rendition of you.
Gotcha.
So yeah, and that's before I was like, wait a minute, that's too many lines in there. I need to scale that back because that's way too much.
Joe, I can honestly tell you anything that you have final product wise is basically what you sent me. I can honestly say for the past few like things that we've done together, I've made zero alterations. Like with the podcast one, you sent it and I was like, okay, love it. Just change this font and we're good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. That's
that
awesome.
was it. And then usually what I love about it as well is I'll be like, okay, I want to tweak this. And not only will you tweak it, but then you send me back something else that you tweaked. And I'm like, okay, now that's badass. Didn't
Yeah.
expect you to go there.
Yeah.
So, not to be blowing smoke up your butt, but
Oh, you can blow smoke anywhere you want up my butt, Dev. It's all right, bro.
this is crazy.
You've never seen this part. I guess you've not. You've never seen me do this in real life before,
Mm-mm,
like in real time.
mm-mm. And then, like, even your new stuff that you've been doing that I know about, like, for instance, the J23, I didn't watch
Oh yeah.
that live. Because, like, I'm that type of person where I want to be surprised, but
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I don't want this to happen. I'm actually loving watching it done. And not because it's my face and I'm being.
I like watching my face. It's the best.
It's awesome.
I think I got the wrong brush, but we'll see here in a minute. I gotta fill all this in up here.
Time will
This is
tell.
this white area. Did I make a new layer? Okay, I did make a new layer. I was like, shh. Take care, Roz.
Bye, Ross. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out.
Let's see, I need
Always
a
a
picture of that
pleasure.
head. I need the top part. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't really do the top part very well.
Okay.
And like I said, I can always send you a current picture as well, and do like a 360. Look at my big ass foot. No playing.
Look at my big ass forehead. I'm just trying to get the angle of the dangle.
You're absolutely
And then
Lindsay. I didn't even go there until I heard the giggle.
I need
I can't help it.
this one. Or is it this one? No. I'm trying to find the right texture here. No, I need that one. Yeah, I like that one. Then
No, that wasn't.
do you want them over your face?
Yeah. And I usually kind of do the. I try to do the punk. You know what? You know what will probably be helpful? Killmonger. So like how Killmonger wore his hair
Oh,
Yeah, and Black Panther when he was
okay.
in the museum. When I got my hair braided for these dreads, that was my legitimate, when they inspiration. When they were like, "Well, what do you want your dress to look like?" I said, "Killmonger." They're like, "Okay, well, as exactly like that. Go look at a picture and get my hair ready for that. That's exactly what I want." So, if that's helpful.
That's pretty cool.
Like that?
Yeah, like
Oh, side
yeah,
fade. Okay.
yeah.
That does help. Well, let's just clear this out.
So, what's something you've watched on Haps TV that you didn't know existed until you watched it on Haps TV?
I would have to say it was C.S. Murphy sculpting 3D animation
Yeah.
in virtual space. I didn't even know you could do that, dude. I was just like, what?
Yeah, that's pretty astounding.
That freaked me out, dude. In all the right ways, you know.
So Haley's just quote unquote joined in the chat. Can you explain again exactly what C.S. Murphy does?
All right, CS creates digital art, 3D sculpting from basically using
An Oculus
an
headset,
Oculus headset, which
like
is
you would normally use for video games.
ridiculous.
She's yeah, you're definitely gonna have to see it, Haley.
Yeah, no, I can't.
You can go to CS's page
Yeah, I'm sure.
and you can show her like all that he does
It's like he's molding clay in
in a digital. Oh my god,
he's
it's so
slicing and
stupid
molding and
ridiculous.
pushing and
But it's VR?
Yes, but it's
Yes, in VR.
yes, it's all VR.
and then you said he 3D prints it, and then
He 3D prints it.
Some of the pieces
other things he does AR.
he can take prints, either digital, either 3D prints or just regular 2D stuff, and he can turn them into an augmented reality piece with like a phone app that you can download
Mm-hmm.
as part of like his viewing experience for his artwork.
I'm showing it to her now.
He's also a really, really talented musician. Like, he's super sick on the guitar. And he doesn't showcase that nearly as much on
No,
here.
I think he needs to. There needs to be more of that.
He certainly needs more C.S. Murphy guitarage. He used to be an instructor at Guitar Center.
Okay.
He likes to do that mixing stuff too that you do, Joe,
Oh yeah.
with all the midis and whatever.
Mhm.
I like that I'm watching him and he's virtually steps back and looks at it and then comes back in. Like
Exactly.
it's just so mind-boggling. And what's really cool is so irregardless of what I can use the platform for, one of the things that I've been looking at and looking into is how I can use this platform um, with my kids at school. So, as a media teacher, media tech teacher, one of the things that I want to do. Well, I'm a media tech teacher at a community school, or not community, a communication magnet. So our big thing is all communication and whatnot. And what I want to do is I want to start teaching the students self-expression through media and through technology and stuff like that. So, anyways, long story short, to show them, the things that they use and they usually play games on, like the Oculus Rift and stuff like that. You could use that to be creative outside of just playing video games,
That's
and
amazing.
and not do like what they would consider nerdy stuff, like, oh, I don't want to build, a building with the Oculus Rift and stuff. I want to, like, dude, you can make clay stuff. Like,
I don't want to be a programmer.
yeah, and it's like you could do other things with this stuff. So
Exactly.
and that's such an interesting, because I would have never in my life thought of using the Oculus Rift to do what CS does.
Yeah, that was never on my radar either. That was definitely a shocker.
It's coming along.
What do you think?
It's coming along.
I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
Is it close to Killmonger?
Yeah. Only thing is the spikiness kind of starting to look a little but Haley said boy bandy.
What'd you say?
Boy
Boy bandy?
Boy bandy.
Oh, well that's okay. Well that's Killmonger.
No, just the ends. The ends. The
ends.
tips. Yeah.
I got you.
They're a little sharp.
Watch this.
Hips?
Oh no. 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 That's all you, Haley.
Carrie Long? Girl, you're late. Well, I guess it's not that late for you. What's up? D.
Let's see. They're more rounded on the end, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Other than that, the way you had it was perfect.
Okay. What I need to do is I have to do it slower.
Yeah.
Because if I do it fast, it's gonna do that sharp edge on it.
Yeah, that looks more natural. Awesome.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Dev
We
likes
saved,
it
an
slower.
we saved an email on that.
And it would have been so hard to explain over email. I'd be like, so can I call you?
Nah,
Jeeves.
Jeeves and Carrie in the house.
what's up,
What's going on,
guys? Clear this out right here. Again.
Yeah.
That's Devereaux Watson. And Captain Rehab, dude.
What up, Cap?
Do you have the side fade, Dev?
I do.
Aww. So are you, Miss Carrie.
And then maybe just a little bit off of the top arc, because now it's a little Erica Badu.
Like right here.
No, not that part, but I see what you do. I see what you do with that.
What'd you do?
Like the
Right here.
Who's pregnant?
Up more, and it's just the top arc. You see how it like? It's hard to explain.
No, I got
Aw, Haps hug. Carrie's spoiling you over there, Joe.
Thank you, Carrie. How you doing, Carrie? Appreciate the love. So these are your highlighted ones.
Gotcha. And it's that part that I was talking about that you just drew on.
So which part now?
The part you just drew on, just bringing it down a little, like it bumps up a little high. Like,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
yeah, I was gonna say bring it down on like the y-axis is the best way.
No, I got you.
Yeah.
Great. How are you feeling tonight? Asks Carrie.
I am feeling really good. Thank you so much for asking. It's been a good day. I haven't had any chronic pain today, so I'm very thankful for that. So yeah, it's been a good day, Carrie. Thank you.
Always a good day whenever there's not that much
Yeah.
ouchies. Aw.
Ooh. Like that chunk that you just took out right there. It made it super.
What's that now?
I said I like that chunk of white that you just took out right there. It made it super realistic. No, that yeah. That
Yeah,
I
just
am.
made
it's
that
a
layer.
constant molding, you know.
Yeah.
I'm well, thank you, Carrie. Busy today getting pictures ready for the show. I decided I would throw together slideshows myself because there's a lot to like sort through. So that's what I've been kind of playing around with this afternoon. And then trying to get these June Tune pieces done so that I can put them in the slideshow. That's the goal. So that I can get those in there ready to rock for Thursday. So I'm just going to dump a whole bunch of stuff in there and we can get to what we get to. And if we don't, no hard feelings at all. And if there's not enough, you can always just repeat it, I guess.
Your Mickey is coming out amazing, Lindsay.
Thank you. I'm about done. I'm going to start inking up these guys. Be done. The last 2 pieces for June 2. So exciting. All right.
You know what? No. Why, Joe? Why?
No, are you really?
What'd you do?
I'm having way too much fun with Dev's head right now.
Oh no.
Yeah, and Haley made a very valid point. She was like, "That's always my fear, as long as it's not a chore," and that's kind of how I feel. As long as it's not a chore, I'm enjoying watching.
Oh yeah.
Amen to that.
Okay. Let's see here.
So we stopped at CS. Lindsay, what's something that you
Yes.
have seen on here that has completely blown your mind outside of CS?
Oh my lord.
Because he takes the cake from me. That's just
Yeah.
bananas.
BANANAS.
EANANAS. That's a really difficult question because there's such a large amount of talent on this platform that I was unaware even existed because I was never a Periscope person. I rarely went. I had the app on my phone, but rarely went on there as a viewer. Never broadcasted on there, and so unbeknownst to me, there was like this treasure trove of amazing humans that I didn't even know existed in the world. So coming on into Haps and seeing Carrie and her awesome singing and all of the amazing artists in the community, including CS, but also all of the others like Michelle does amazing portraiture work, and there's several others that do amazing things. There's not a, I mean, there's digital artists, there's traditional artists, there's this group on here that kind of not, I wouldn't say invent, but highly encouraged the collaborative, creative idea. And Lost TV came over with the Twitch crew that community that he has built, and kind of just solidified what Joe and I had already been doing. So that was really great. And it's just kind of exploded with collaborations since his arrival as well. And then Carrie said Foamy Homie's a puppet. I don't know if you've ever gotten a chance to see his lives, but that dude is constantly reinventing himself.
He's very creative.
He creates music on loopers, and he does the physical sets, he does virtual sets, he's just always upping his game and challenging his creative levels, and he's just a joy to talk to.
Indeed.
Oh yeah, Milk does the Elfie selfies. Milk does art, and he's a speed painter, digital speed painter, and he has an affinity for turning everyone he meets into an elf with his art.
It's pretty awesome.
And sometimes even a vampire elf too. I kind of started the initiative of hashtag elf haps. And it's really been fun seeing all these profile pictures start changing into elfies, as they've been coined. Carrie got hers yesterday. I got another one done today. It's like my third one, which is fantastic because I love it. Both Peter and Pablo both have an elfie selfie, and several others. So if you see people with elf pictures, that's what that's all about.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I just get blown away by all the amazing talent that's out there that I didn't even know existed. And they're like, "Oh, we've been doing this for years." I'm like, "Cool. Where have I been living?"
Right? I feel like I've heard about this like maybe 2 years ago, and I think somebody called it something, and I think the way that they brought it to my attention was people can buy you a coffee. So as soon as I saw the award, buy me a coffee, I was like, what? Is this the app that I was thinking of? But one of the things that I can say, and I haven't dived deep as a consumer yet, as much as I want to currently, but the one thing that I can say blew me away from jump was, I forget what his name was or who it was, but the gentleman that does paper.
Oh, Andrew
Wong.
That
he's amazing.
Just what? I was like, I didn't even know that that type of art.
Carrie, put that guy on your list of visiting to showcase, because that dude's got some serious talent.
Yeah.
Future showcase potential right there. Hardcore talent. His process is, yes, Andrew Wong, amazing artist. On top of his paper art, he also does, if you follow him on Instagram, he posts those.
He does what? So you cut out.
He does a portrait a day.
Gotcha.
Like on his iPad.
Is he?
And he does it in like a charcoal style.
Okay. Is he the one that has like
it's
doing it for like 3,000 days or something like that?
That's Jeremy.
No, that's Jeremy. Okay. Jeremy's amazing too. Yeah, There's just so many cool people on here that just have their own thing that
Yeah.
they do that it's hard to just like pinpoint, be like, oh, you have to see this one person,
Mm-hmm.
because there's just so many awesome people.
And
And
I
like
feel,
outside of the art community, there's the Beardo and Weirdo show. They do cooking and trivia, and Blaine and Wilson are both individually very talented. Blaine does a lot of, he's a biologist and goes out into Utah and gives you tours of all the desert lands and all the cool trivia with a view sort of broadcast, which is really cool. And then Wilson is a speed solver of the New York Times crossword puzzle. And Wilson is also a piano. His handle is Piano Man, and he teaches opera, and he's a very talented pianist. And he comes on live and does like an hour or so of piano, like once a week or so. He's not home right now, so his schedule's a little off, but
Mhm.
he still does his streams. And way cool dude, way cool dude.
That's amazing. And just the way
Yeah.
we all and I've heard people talk about other people, and just in general, just seeing who pops in and out and who they are and what you know about everybody. And I just love that this platform is unlike most social media platforms where it's like you're out for yourself, you're trying to gain as many followers, and you don't really truly support the people you say you support. It's like, hey, I'll retweet your stuff,
Yeah.
or I'll like this, or
Yeah.
repost something, but you don't actually go to their podcast, or you don't actually go to their YouTube channel and watch anything. Where
Yeah.
it's like, I love seeing so many people pop in and be like, yeah, they're a singer and they have their own channel and now they're hanging out here. And it's just like, I love that. There's none of that on Twitch or
Yeah.
any other place where it's just like, this is my little domain, and anyone that comes here needs to be trapped in my and ensnared in my trap,
Mm-hmm.
And if I go to anyone
I
else, then I'm
actually
taking away from myself. Sorry.
I intentionally made it a point to get to know the people in the community before I ever went live. I was on this platform for probably 2-3 months before I went live.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
And I just got to know the personalities, get the feel for the vibe, get to know, kind of what nights are the hoppin' nights and what nights are like the more low key, laid back nights where there's not nearly as much going on. That kind of helps you kind of feel for when you're broadcast, if you have a regular show, when you should go. Because you don't want to be stepping on other people's toes and fighting for the views if you're the only one going live on a Sunday night or whatever day. Then you'll start to build a viewership then, and then you'll still be able to participate as a viewer in your favorite channels.
Yeah. And I love the fact that when you go live, even as a guest, it still kind of can be, it's both of your lives, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
for instance, with Twitch, there's a friend, not a friend, but somebody that I follow on Twitch, and she goes live with someone else every time, and they just go live together. And I'm like, you're stealing from each other in a sense, because you can't really watch both people, so you have to choose one, and then only one gets the viewership. And it's just nice to, like, when you pop on Lindsay, I get a tweet, or not a tweet, but a notification. When Joe pops into yours, Lindsay, I get a notification from Joe as well as you. It's like it's all community. I just love it. I can't express just the community in this.
Well, and what's so encouraging about having a broadcaster to encourage them having guests on is that their guests can connect their socials to your broadcast. And when your guests multi-stream out, your content is getting pushed out to a whole new pool of people that have a potential of, becoming your viewer.
Yeah.
Even after your guest leaves a week later, they'll know that you exist. So that's definitely a huge bonus point. Also, if you look on your profile and you see however many hours or views or whatever the number is, I can't remember what the statistic is, you share that number. So every viewer that comes in here with that 173 number gets added to your total views on your profile.
Wow.
Even if it's not my room, but because I was a guest on there and I was a part of it, my account is attached to the
That makes a lot of sense because I was noticing on my statistics that I was sitting there thinking, I was like, okay, this is just buggy because I'm like, how do I have thousands of views
Mm-hmm.
and hundreds of subscribers? I was just like, there's no way. Like I haven't done anything.
Well, the subscribers are a collective of all of your socials.
Yeah. And that's what I started to notice because the other number was like 9 or something like that, and I was like, that
Yeah.
makes sense. But
Yeah,
all
it took
the
me a
others-
minute to figure out how that all sorted out too. I was like, what? Is this real?
I was like, I'm popular. I just got on there. People like me.
They
I don't know what they're
really
like.
like me.
I don't know what they're like, but I'll like it. I'll like it with them.
What do you think, Dev?
I think it's amazing, and and this is gonna sound really weird, but I appreciate the fact that you put one right over my eye because it's literally how it always happens.
Nice.
There's always
That's
one
awesome.
strand that's literally right over my eye, and there's nothing I can do about it.
I cleaned up I kind of did a couple of updates here. I'm gonna try to fix up your mustachio.
Mustachio.
Now I have to always wear my hair like that when I go out and do lives and streams.
Make it so.
What do you mean? Haley said I'm gonna have to style my hair, but she's the one that just got her barber's license, so
Okay.
she's gonna be styling my hair. She just doesn't know.
Nice. Well, I got the Viking cut going on. I've been growing my hair out since January, and I'm going straight back with it. So if she was local, I would totally let her because I got a fade on both sides now. I'm down to a 1 on both sides. So
nice. She's starting to learn exactly what's going on. She's like, wait, and you got okay.
Ethan's been rocking the faux hawk lately, and he went down to a 1 on his side. So Ethan's my son, by the way.
Gotcha.
For people that don't know. It's his summer dew. So cool.
No, it's so.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
Is it wild watching it in real time as opposed to through email?
Yes. Which is the only reason why, because like I said, I like to be surprised. So this is the only reason why I'm okay with sitting here and watching this is because it's just
surprise.
It's an experience that I can't ever get.
Yeah, you're connecting with the artist in a way that you thought you could never do.
Yeah.
You're
That's
connecting with
so
somebody
true.
that it's unique, dude. I'm telling you, Get Vocal is unique in that aspect.
That's why I love watching art. It's something that you will never get to experience any other way, really. And it just adds another level to it that it's live, so you can interact with it.
Mm-hmm.
This one's on the house too, by the way, Deb.
Aww.
Rachel. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is just interesting.
Does it get Haley's stamp of approval?
Hear the question, Haley? Does it get your stamp of approval? She said, I have to look at it. You haven't shown me, which is true. I haven't actually shown her.
Those teeth, though. No, if only you still had your next bracelet.
That wasn't the question, baby.
Oh,
I'm just messing with you. I'm messing with you.
What'd you say?
She said, I haven't seen the full face yet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's loving it. I can tell. I need it on a button.
Gosh. I need it on a button now.
I need little Devereaux buttons. Little Devereaux pins, little trading pins.
To the button station.
I would wear one on my jacket that I got.
That'd be awesome. Mm-hmm.
You need a Pop X button, Joe. Do you have one on your
I wish I
thing?
did. No, I don't have any. I need to get some though.
I have buttons. I may have an extra one. I might throw it in a package with a June Doom sticker. If I can find it. Okay. Now to ink this guy.
Oh, wow. So what's crazy to me watching this versus watching something that comes from your brain and then we see the final project is the fact that when I think it's done, because I know what it's supposed to look like because it's my face.
Right.
And the fact that you keep adding stuff and I'm like, oh yeah, huh. That needs to be, oh yeah, huh. The shading, the texture. Damn. Like you start to forget what all goes into it because I'm like literally when you finished and you were like, hey, what do you think? I was like, oh, okay, he's done. And you were like, this one's on the house. I was like, oh, he's definitely done. And I'm like, wait, he's still going. And yes, it needs that. And it needs that too. Oh, okay.
That's funny.
Just kind of like the same with the shading that you did, Lindsay, with Gwen.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was just like I was like, what is she doing?
I know. She's like, mess over there.
And then when you were explaining the pins you were using to Joe,
Yeah.
it started to make sense. I was like, oh, okay. It was all the shading, but again, me
It's
looking
like
at
that girl just meshing her.
yeah.
It's like, what the hell is she doing and all that?
She done yet?
Yeah.
She's just
No.
rubbing it.
Just getting started, bro.
I'm just getting it started,
Well,
warming
Dev,
it up.
I'm not going to add too many more highlights here on the white, but I think if you're happy with it, I think we're done.
That is.
What do you think?
I love it.
Oh wait, I got one little flaw right here. Hold on. Right here. Fix this real quick. There we go. Cool.
Yeah.
Sometimes my finger accidentally hits the canvas before I lock it, and so there'll be like a paint drop there that I don't want. So I'm gonna go ahead and lock. I'm gonna lock that, lock that, and lock that, lock that, lock that, and lock that.
It's funny because when I saw it, I knew you saw it. I didn't want to say anything.
No. I trust me. I see pretty much all of it. There's one more thing I see here that I want to clean up right quick, and that is the skinniness of your face.
What? You calling me fat?
No, I'm
Oh, I was
calling you
excited.
skinny, string bean.
Oh, I was excited. I've never been called anything but, skinny, toothpick, the number one. Looks like he needs a sandwich. 5 cents a day.
It's been 49. All right, let's see here. This right here can be cleared out. Now I'm just trying to make the one side uniform with the other side. That way they both kind of fit together in the same context. Not much happier with that.
Yeah.
Oh, my back. Let's see here. You want it transparent?
Yes, please. Hey.
Ross
Ross
is
is
back.
still here. Yeah.
Roz is still. She wanted to watch and see how this whole thing come to be. That's cool.
She was invested.
You want it emailed?
Yeah, because I'm actually going to tweet it right as you send it.
Oh, good Lord, have mercy.
I already have the tweet ready.
What's even crazier is I can back it up and it'll screen capture all of my strokes, and I can send you a video of all that.
Time lapse.
Yes, I need that for the IG and the TikTok.
Updated profile. And then after this, I'm gonna color tonight.
And I apologize, Joe.
For what?
Because you were definitely on your way to going to sleep.
No, dude. You know how much I love just doing what I do.
Dev rolls up here. Oh, and one more thing.
One more thing.
Well, if that's the case.
Oh man, no, you're. Let me know if you got it.
Will do. You're boinging. Yep. Got it.
Wow, that
What
laugh
is
though.
I don't know where the hell that came from. That was new.
That was awesome.
About to be 29 years old and have never laughed like that.
Kind of like Gizmo from
That was awesome.
Gremlins.
I'll take more of that, please. I need more of that in my life.
That was pure excitement, ladies and gentlemen. That's what that laugh was.
I loved it.
So now that looking at it on your phone, what do you think? Is it okay?
Oh, I'm over here tweeting it. Yeah.
Oh, you're okay.
It's already on Twitter, sir.
Damn, boy, you don't waste no time. Look at that. There we go. Cool, man. Enjoy.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Well, having said that, I am going to wrap it up tonight and watch the final episode of Katla
Yes,
on
sir.
Netflix, and I'm going to become a vegetable for the next hour.
Just an hour.
Excellent.
Yeah, there's a new show on Netflix. It's called Katla, Katla. It's
Okay.
about Katla is the name of this volcano in Sweden, and it erupts, and all the inhabitants of this town, their younger selves are coming out of the volcano, and so there's like older versions, but then there's younger versions that are coming out of the volcano, and it's almost like got this alien like thing going on, and it kind of has Silent Hill vibes with all the ash and the soot.
Ooh,
So it's really cool. Interesting show for sure.
fun.
Huh.
Katla.
Catlaw.
Mm-hmm. Well, Dev, if you have any updates or anything future, let me know. Other than that, guys, I am going to call it a night. Thank you guys so much for watching Joseph Brook Arts, the Creative
Yes,
Multiverse,
sir.
and Badger Makes. Let's check in with Badges one more time before we leave, and let's get a oh my,
Hold on,
oh
we're
my.
finishing up an eyeball. One moment, please. Oh, and a nose. Those wheels.
Wow.
I'm literally so close to being done. One moment, please,
Wow.
Joe.
Show me that Mickey Mouse.
There you go.
There we go.
There he is.
Nice.
Oh,
Shebang.
Hey,
And
she needs it.
we have Archer.
Nice.
We've got Archer and Mickey.
Very well done, my dear.
Yeah, so we
Dev,
just gotta color
Haley,
them up and be done.
thank you guys for hanging with me tonight. Haley, I hopefully answered some of your questions, and look forward to seeing you on the platform. Thank you, Deanna D. Thank you so much for the award. Dev, you're starting to see how that works now as I'm drawing and stuff. So you see what you know what I mean?
Gosh, I'm
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. This is cool.
Alrighty, guys. Have a blessed night, and we will see you maybe back tomorrow if Lindsay decides to go live. So
maybe.
alrighty.
We'll see.
From all of us here at Creative Multiverse, take care, and we'll see you soon.